Anxiety, stress. How much have those words been thrown around in your life? How much of those feelings taking over days or weeks or months or years of your life? Well, what if I had a possible cure for that anxiety? Would you listen? Well, maybe. How do we create the best version of ourselves? And how by doing so, does that relieve some of that every day or once a week or even once or twice a month anxiety that you feel? Imagine if you could do it, that it's all in your hands. You don't think so? Well, let's take a look. Come on inside. Come with me real quick and let's take a look. So check it out, because here's what I want you to know. First of all, we need to know what anxiety is. Well, what I want you to understand is this, that stress equals past, anxiety equals future. Okay? So when you're stressed out, most of the time, it's because of something in the past, something that has happened, and that I can't fix it, and then I can't control it because it's already there, but yet I'm still fixated on it. And then anxiety is something of the future, where it's things that's in front of me. Maybe it's your mortgage. Maybe it's that bill that's due. And I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, I get anxious because it's coming up and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay for it. Maybe it's something that's coming up and I don't know if I'm ready for it, right? So I get anxious. Well, let's check it out. Let's dig a little bit deeper, okay? Because here's what's really cool. The American Psychological Association, right? The APA, they say people with anxiety disorders usually have reoccurring intrusive thoughts and concerns, right? So those thoughts, those concerns are reoccurring and they're fixating. So let's see what the dictionary says. Because the dictionary says anxiety is an uncomfortable feeling of nervousness or worry about something that is happening or might happen in the future. You see how this is all tied together? See, most of us don't understand where anxiety comes from, but it's because of our fixation on the future. So how do we fix it? Well, here's the most important piece before we get into it totally. We must fix the cause, not the symptom. You see, the symptom is anxiety. The symptom is the feeling that you're having. But what is the cause? And when we can unwind it and we can get to the cause, you can literally cure yourself of that feeling of being anxious and almost cure yourself of the anxiety when we can undo it. So let's talk about it. There's an incredible quote by Tony Blauer. He has a company, look him up. He's amazing. And here's what he says, and I may have messed it up a little bit because this is kind of my own version, but Tony's a really, really smart guy when it comes to fear. His company is called No Fear, but it's KNOW, right? Knowing fear. And how do we do it? Because nobody is in the absence of fear. But here's what he says. Doubt creates hesitation. Hesitation creates procrastination. Procrastination unchecked creates a fixation. And the fixation turns into anxiety. Hold on a second. You see what he's saying there, right? Let's go back to the APA. What did they say? It's a reoccurring intrusive thought or concern, right? Well, how do they define it in the dictionary? It's worry about something that's happening or might happen in the future. And so check it out. We've just created our own anxiety because of doubt, because of belief. We are doubting our situation or our lives, or if we are worthy, if we are deserving, if we can actually do it. You see, because that doubt now creates the hesitation. That hesitation becomes procrastination. What it means is, I'm not sure if I should do this, so I start to hesitate. That hesitation, I was like, let's put this off and let's go. Maybe I do something else. Maybe I focus on something else. But then that procrastination, I know it's there. So it's looming in the back of my mind. It's sitting there, right? On a loop, knowing, get it done. You need to get it done. Nope, you're not good enough. Nope, you're not smart enough. Nope, you're not this. Whatever, it's on that loop. And so that goes unchecked, but it's still on that loop. It's still digging in. That subconscious is running, right? And then it's forcing it to be the conscious. The subconscious is feeding my conscious, and so my conscious is not doing it. right? Becomes it. Now I'm completely fixated on it. And now days have gone by, weeks have gone by, and now I have this crazy anxiety because I'm not getting it done to get there. So again, what do we talk about? We must fix the cause, not the symptom. So if we go back and we unwind this, how do we start to fix the doubt? So think of something right now that you are feeling, right? This happens a lot in business. So those of you guys, or anything, maybe you don't own the business, but you have to get something done at work, right? Or remember, if you're like me, when you were in college, you would wait till that last minute, right? You had the whole semester to write that paper, and then you were up all night with up times and taking whatever, coffee and trying to get that thing done because I procrastinated. Because why? Truth be told, because I doubted myself. I doubted that I knew it. I doubted that I could get the right answers. I doubted that I had them, that I could write. And so I started. So whenever I sat down to do it, I had this massive writer's block. So then I would just push it off. Oh, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it next week until the time has come. And now here we are. But ladies and gentlemen, we do that in our lives all the time. We create the anxiety, right? With reoccurring intrusive thoughts, with worrying about now or the future. We're in that constant worry. But the way that we are going to fix this, the way that we are going to allow ourselves to be the best version of ourselves, is we've got to take steps towards it. Who is the best version of you? Who is that? What do they stand for? Right now, come up with a couple words. The best version of me has high integrity, do what I say I'm going to do. Has high character, I be who I say I want to be. I have empathy for others. I can put myself into people's skin. I can listen, even if I don't agree with that person. Even if you and I have completely different views on that subject, I can still stand and I can listen. And I'm willing to understand your side. Doesn't mean I always have to agree. Doesn't. But it doesn't mean I have to hate either. You see, if we can be the best version of you is not filled with hatred. The best version of you is not filled with judgment and resentment, because those things are just holding you back. And they're holding you back in a way that is deteriorating over time. It's time to put a stop to it. It's time to put a stop to the doubt. And so when you start to doubt yourself, if you can write down, let me tell you this, if you can write down who you are, what do you stand for? How do you want to show up in the world? The moment you can do that, you give yourself the opportunity to start living that way. But you've got to know it first, right? If anxiety starts in the mind, right? If literally the American Psychological Association says that it's reoccurring intrusive thoughts, if all of that is intrusive, if they're thoughts, then we have control over this. If I control how I think, but first I need to know who I am, because in that moment, everything else is easy. Because now all I just have to do is answer that bell of who that is. You have that opportunity. Again, once you have that clarity, you just live to that clarity. It's very easy to make decisions, because that doesn't fall in line with who I am. I don't do it. It's that simple. That doesn't fall in line with who I want to be. And so that food doesn't go in my mouth. It's that simple. It's not a craving. You might crave it, right? You might, but you have a choice. Because if you can break that, you can be and do and have anything you want in the world. And the more importantly, you get to be the best version of you. So when that doubt starts to creep, take action. The moment it starts to creep in, find something to do to move you forward to the best version of you. Find something that you can do to be those words that you're going to write down right now. Because right now, in order to cure yourself of it, again, what do we talk about? Not the symptom, not the anxiety, not that feeling I'm having right now. Say, holy, wait a minute. Why am I feeling this way? Let's get back to the cause. Because when you understand the cause, now you can take action and start moving forward. And I guarantee you that feeling goes away because you start doing things that are going to push you in the right direction, in the direction of you being your optimal self, of you being the best version of you. Stop playing games. Stop letting other people dictate it. Stop letting Instagram or whatever you're watching dictate who you are and where your energy goes. Because if you're anxious and you're looking at the future and you're having those intrusive thoughts or concerns, the only way to beat it is to take action. The only way to cure those thoughts is to do what is stopping you. You must move. You must read. You must fill your mind. What you consume matters. What you consume matters. And no, I'm not talking about what goes in your mouth. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what you listen to. I'm talking about what you watch. I'm talking about the internal narrative right now. And I'm talking about what you say. Be careful with your words, because every single cell in your body is eavesdropping on the words that you use. And they will take hold and they will become your reality. Choose your words wisely. Fix the cause. All right. That's what I got for you today. That's where we're at. Again, can you cure it? Of course you can. Of course you can, because you're in control. All right. And as always, please, if you're watching this, if you're not watching this on YouTube, jump over to the YouTube channel, give us a subscribe. If you're listening to this on a podcast, fantastic. Please rate, review, and if you could, share it with a friend. There's somebody out there right now. Please understand this. There's somebody right now that's struggling that you know that we don't, but you have the opportunity to help them. Pay it forward. Give it to them. Share it. Give it a listen. Maybe you can come up with this together. Maybe you can give each other those words. You can be that accountability partner to one another. And as always, if you jump over to optimalself.today and you get in there, we have a private Facebook group. We would love to be your accountability. We'd love to build this community to nothing but accountable people on the way of being the best version of themselves, on the way of being their optimal self. All right. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, night, whenever you're hearing this. I appreciate you. We love you. We love the feedback. We love what's happening. Please keep it coming. Let's keep touching lives. And together, we can make a difference. I promise you. But we have to do it individually. It starts with you. You be better, and you will inspire the others around you to be better. All right? I'll see you next time. Until then, get out there and be the best version of you.